Hello, everyone. Good evening. Rose here. So tonight I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's live stream called KFC Beeze. So Foodie did a live and I was watching it through Gary Unfiltered before reacting to it. And Foodie is being her usual offensive self. So nothing new there. Same old Foodie, making a point to offend as many people as possible. And I know why. Because where most people who do YouTube channels, when they do live chats, when we get super chats, it's normally for positive reason. Foodie has taken that system and turned it backwards, you see, because she counts on the fact that she makes people angry and she wants to get people so riled up. They're so angry at her that they want to scream in her face. And the only way they can do that is through a super chat. So she gets everybody kicked up, riled up, and people want to say stuff to her. She doesn't want people saying stuff for free in the comments. And if you are in the VIB chat, you're paying $5 to talk to her. But if you really want to get her attention, you got to send a super chat. And with Foodie, it doesn't matter if you're sending a super chat for positive reason or negative reason, it's still money in pocket. So for anyone out there, you don't like Foodie, she's making you really angry, and you're watching her live stream, and you're so mad that you can't even think straight. You're seeing red, and you want to send a super chat to her because whatever she's doing, whatever she's saying, is just making you that infuriated. Just remember, before you do, she's baiting you. She's baiting your anger for the sake of making profit off of your anger. You know, she doesn't want you to think straight. She wants you to just toss her some money and scream at her. Excuse me. So just understand that when she gets you angry, she's throwing out the bait. And you can take the bait or not, but there is some manipulation going on here. And that's the way it's always been with Foodie. She is a scammer, she's a grifter, she's a manipulator, and she knows how to manipulate people and their emotions for her benefit. So, on top of the live stream tonight, Foodie also released a video with another lousy song. And I heard it through Gary Unfiltered. It sucked. Her voice was off tune. I mean, it wasn't even really a song. It was just her grabbing the microphone and trying to sound all breathy and seductive and singing off key. It was so bad. And no, I'm not going to review the song here on my channel. I'm not going to subject you all to that torture. I refuse. You're all good people. I am not going to put you through that. But Can I show you something? Something that you will definitely smile at because I think you'd be interested. So Foodie made the song with some sick beats. You know, Foodie, I'm going to put you to shame for a minute. I'm going to put you to shame. This is a tweet from Cats Being Weird Little Guys. And we have this beautiful, beautiful kitty fast asleep with a microphone. And they're doing some some dream singing of their own. So let's listen. And you know what? I gotta say, the cat had perfect pitch. They were carrying the tune. Yes, they were. You know, they had rhythm, which is more than I can say for Foodie. Foodie, you should be embarrassed that a cat fast asleep has more rhythm and is more emotional with their snoring, purring, singing than you are with yours. Sleeping Kitty 1, Chantal 0. I just thought you guys would enjoy that. You know, since Chantal seems to be fond of releasing songs these days, you got some competition, Foodie. A sleeping kitty sounds better than you. And I love that for you. I do. So here's Foodie in her live stream. She's going to rage about some of the same old stuff, but I just want to react to it anyway. I don't know how much of this I'm going to cover. Thank goodness this stream was under 3 hours. So let's go ahead and give a listen.
Stop making noise, Hallie. Ew. Look like crap.
You know, I'm going to say something before she even says a word. Foodie, I find it interesting and amusing that you keep telling everybody to stay mad. But you're the only one who's been mad all the time, constantly, always mad. And you are stressing yourself out to the point where you keep having the outbreaks above your lip. Those are caused by stress or perhaps environment. I don't know exactly why you're getting these outbreaks, but stress is a big trigger. So you're telling everybody to stay mad, but because you're always mad, you keep having these situations with your lips. And for anybody who gets that, I'm not shaming you. I'm just talking about Chantal here. This one who always tells people to stay mad because she's always mad. She's making herself literally ill.
Vance Beezers! Hi, Vance Beezer. You're the first one here. Flop Era, Lisa. Hey, Gemini Gem. It's nice to see you guys. It might just be us beezing right now, but that's okay. Yes, yes. Flop LGBT rights. Yes, absolutely. Hi, Princess. Movie gal, I'm so bored. I missed you too. How are you doing? Hey, Diego. Yella. Lo-fi. Hi, I missed you. Oh my god. Rebe. Hi, Rebe. Golden Girl, we're on our way home. Hopefully we make it before it passes. Thanks for... Yeah, I'm so sorry, Golden Girl. I really hope so. I've been praying for you.
No, you haven't.
It's so hard to go through. How many hours? You're almost... How many hours you have? I missed you too, Vance Beezer. I thought I would eat dinner with you guys. Like we're staying dirty. I never come on now because I have a weird schedule. I know. While I'm here, my schedule's weird. Ooh, I got a new milestone Zuba chat. Gonna save it for something funny. Okay, Austin, I look forward to it. I miss you, Beezers, too. Oh my gosh.
You know, I'm kind of confused. Why did she say that she missed her Beezers when She got on Twitch. She did her live on Twitch, though. She was able to talk to people there. It's not like she's been gone for an entire week. And even before the Twitch stream, she made a point to be in everybody's chats talking to people. So, it's not like you were banished completely from YouTube for a week, Chantal. You've had contact with people.
Me too. He's still beefing with Missy Moo. No, I'm not beefing with anybody. Well, besides the obvious. 19 hours? That's like, I remember when did we ever drive to Florida? I don't even remember. Oh no, so bad my memory. My mom and my stepdad did a few times. 1 a.m. fried chicken. We were like, okay, Reginald, we sleep really. I'm living my freshest life. We were like, okay, so Salah's like pretty sick, like really sick, like he has fever and everything. He started getting sick like a couple days ago, and I'm like, my back, I did something to my back. So I've been on Voltaren. I think it's like a sciatic nerve because it's back pain that goes into my leg on this side.
I'm someone that I've dealt with the sciatic nerve pain. There was one episode where I was literally in bed for 3 weeks and it was hard just to roll over. The sciatic nerve pain is the worst. It sucks. Foodie, if you had sciatic nerve pain, you wouldn't be able to sit still. And you'd be wincing in pain every time you made the slightest movement. Like that pain would just rocket up and down your spine and down your leg. You're not in pain, you're just a big old liar.
Oh god, I'm getting old. Crispy buns! YouTube jail. Put a one in the chat for LGBT. I don't know. He might be in the chat after, but he's A plus. Get the Theragun. What is that? Harry is so. I have to tell you his new thing. Your back is hurting from holding up the careers of the 50 and others. Yeah. Is your body craving the support of the Villa gamer chair? My chair in the kitchen. Whenever I saw your mama reacting to the chair, he's like, you're a fat if you have a chair in the kitchen. Me, I miss my chair. I like.
Speaking of gaming chairs, just a little side note. So Foodie has the kitchen chair in the kitchen. Upstairs in her room, she has her gaming chair, which is the largest sized gaming chair you can get. It's an XL gaming chair. And even when she was back in Canada, she had pretty much outgrown the gaming chair to the point where when she would sit down in the gaming chair, she would sit down forcefully, just trying to make herself fit, just trying to squeeze herself into it. But Foodie, you've gained a lot of weight since being in Kuwait. I don't know if you'll be able to fit into that gaming chair.
I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like sciatica, right, Rebbe?
Girl, if you had sciatica pain, if that sciatic nerve was active, every time you make the slightest move, you would be wincing. You would get those spasms up and down your back and down your leg. I know because I've been there. And you're in no pain at all. Why you lying?
Okay, I'm gonna show you what I'm getting from KFC. So Salah has his food in the room. Donate to Rainbow Road. People are fleeing here? I never heard of this flop. Energies on Hinge or rages are becoming unstable. Yeah, and like I don't get how I get banned for for like doing less on my channel. I like raged like once or twice, like compared to Sorry, I have to hide my chins. So I have a chicken strips. It comes with a couple chicken strips.
Chantal, I'm just going to say it for everybody. Nobody cares about the fast food you eat. Nobody cares to watch you eat the fast food. This is not something exclusive or special. I don't know why you think that everybody wants to see you eat fast food. The only people that want to see you eat fast food are the feeders. And that's pretty much it. You're catering to the feeders again. You're absolutely catering to the feeders. You're trying to get those people back. Because in the beginnings of your channel, when you were doing well, that was your audience. You were gathering together all those people that had the feeder fetish. Well, here's where you screwed up. You diluted your content with the drugs and with natter and all the talk of DVNSA. You kind of drove that audience away and they went elsewhere, but you're still trying to cater to them. Problem is, you can't just streamline your content to just doing feeder content. You got to mix in a bunch of other stuff. And honestly, you having a BED, you should not be monetizing your problem with food anyway, but you do. So there's that.
And my favorite thing about KFC here, jalapeno cheese fries with ketchup. And then we have a big filler. I'll show you what that is. Do you think that no gay people are born in Kuwait? Yeah, I know it's an issue. Like, I don't think that people should go to jail and stuff. Absolutely, you know what? I have a computer. I meant more like from a religious standpoint, but I can't just change, like people said. I don't just change what's in my heart. Like, I've had a lot of gay followers forever, and I've had my own experience with it. So I'm not like, I didn't mean anything really bad.
You know, it's really funny, Foodie. You're over there talking about positive energy only and you're making changes. You said that. And then you did a video where you were talking about French Fry Girl. So, how is that positive energy? Please explain.
I have a computer chair in my kitchen, and I'm 138 pounds. No chair shaming. Yeah, why can't people sit in a chair in the kitchen, you know? Hey, Sanella. Thick strips. Yeah, you say one thing in your band, but she literally is screaming threats and flipping out on people. I think because maybe they have a.
You know, I want to clear that up. So, Foodie's over there trying to play the victim and saying that she got banned for nothing, that she did one thing and she got banned. Let it be known, for those who do not know, that Foodie has done so many things. She has broken terms of service so many times with the drug use, driving while intoxicated, doing dangerous, distracted driving. She's broken terms of service so many times in so many ways, and YouTube has given her more grace and more space to clean up her act than she deserves. I don't think I know of a single channel that YouTube has taken down and then given back. There are YouTubers that have done far less than Foodie and had their channels taken away. But they've given her a lot of grace. They've given her a lot of room and a lot of slack to clean up her act. And yet, YouTube, this is Foodie we're talking about. What's the old saying? You give somebody an inch, they'll take a mile. That's Foodie. She'll take the whole highway. You can't give her any slack. You can't cut her any slack. You just can't do it. YouTube brought her back, and all that did was make her more arrogant and more cocky than she's ever been. She's actually gotten worse since they brought her back. So no, Foodie, it wasn't just one thing. You've done many things. And it seems to be building up your ego of I'm untouchable. Nobody can touch me. There are no consequences for my actions. Well, you may get away with some stuff, but you won't get away with everything all the time.
Bigger audience that reports me. But the thing is like what I don't get is how stupid. Like, number one, if I come off of YouTube, where's Goral? Like, what is that going to be consisting of?
Other things besides you, you know, Foodie, you're just not getting it through your head. See, here's the difference between you and us. We can adapt. We can change course. We can find other things to do. We can find other people to react to. A lot of reaction channels have already started with that. A lot of people are doing different things besides you. They are splicing up their content with other things to keep things interesting and to introduce their audiences to other things that might entertain them. You are not the only thing on YouTube to react to. You've just been on YouTube for so long, people are just interested in your story. That's it. But you're not the only thing we can react to. There's tons of stuff. And even if we don't want to react, there's other things we can do on our channel. We can do all kinds of other videos too. We can adapt. And we have adapted. You, on the other hand, you're a one-trick pony, and your trick has been played out. This is all you got. You got one act, and you've completely played it out, and it's boring. You are not evolving. You're not being creative. You're not bringing different things to the table. It's the same old thing, just like right now. This live stream, what are you doing? You're doing the same old thing you've done before. Eating, babbling, watching the clock, making sure you get at least an hour of time in for the Google AdSense money. What's different here? What's different about this live stream that we haven't seen 1,000 times before? We are evolving, but you're not. And you know what happens to things that don't evolve? They get left behind. And the things that do go forward.
People are only gonna watch so much of your crappy Doherty dozen. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand people. Like I'm literally your content, and you want me away? Okay then.
You're a strange fish, Foodie. You know that? You're a strange fish. On one hand, you get angry at us for reacting to you. On the other hand, you get angry at us for reacting to something else. You just can't win with you.
Flop era, it's totally fake. Cheese fries, edible hit. Hey, A plus. Can you please donate to Eli Ehrlich's campaign to help deliver medication? What? Why don't you flip down on just saying? I know, through a hissy fit like a little bratty child that she accuses me of being. Hi, PNV. The necklace. I need to see. We need to see date on the receipt, but not like anyone actually cares. Like, dude, you could be dirt poor, but just be a good person. Who cares? But we know that's not gonna happen. Was there a date on it, Flop? Okay. Flop, that was her own money, I'm sure. Beauty bite. I know. I went in there just peacefully saying like why I'm banned and stuff like that.
Well, you shouldn't have been in there. What was the purpose of you going into Just Saying's chat? You don't like the reactors, right? We're vultures, we're content thieves. So what were you doing in Just Saying's chat? You were there to get attention. That's all you were there for, to get attention. But you had no business being there. Because if somebody is reacting to you and it's not in a positive way, then that means you're going to hear things you don't want to hear. You went in there to rile people up. That's all you were there for.
Saying like hi to my enemies, and she like,
well, why were you saying hi to your enemies? We don't want to say hi to you. Stay in your backyard.
Comes in and calls me a pig and everything like that. Yet YouTube allows this kind of behavior. I love it. I don't talk about that loser anymore, Flop. Sorry. Golden girl. You don't go from asking for cigarette money to buying a $6,000 necklace, like at all. So what's new? Remember for 8 months, loyalty Beeze or Diego. MG died. Why did you think that? I know people come in and say that Ozzy dies. I don't know why people do that all the time. Ready, set, release. I thought you were a Beezer longer than 8 months.
You know, side note, this is just a theory. I have no proof. This could be completely false or partially true. I've got my theory about the necklace. Y'all want to hear my theory? Because her getting the necklace was so random. Again, this could be completely false or partially true. I could be close to the truth or not. Here's what I think. I think that maybe Chantal sent Natter some money. Dee Dee's the one with the good credit because she has a job and she might still have good credit. With that money, they went to the store and Dee Dee bought the necklace and maybe put it on a credit card because it was mentioned that there was a store credit card there. So maybe put a down payment on the necklace. Supposedly it was for $5,000, $6,000. So got the necklace on the credit card. And then, again, theory here, no receipts. Maybe take the necklace and sell it or pawn it for more money so the two of them could go party. Because isn't it strange that Dee Dee had that necklace on for what, one night? And then it just disappeared. And then all of a sudden they pop up in a live and they're both completely tweaked out. You know, Chantal has a history of her TVs disappearing, giving a laptop to somebody in Cuba. It just seems like she's not above taking material things and using them for other purposes. So that's just my guess. Okay, it's just a guess, it's just a theory. Then maybe since she's not there in Canada to give Natter all kinds of money, that maybe that they came up with that idea to get money in hand. Again, a theory, just a theory.
Golden Girl, exactly. It's just like trying to flex something and create more drama. you know. So, um, okay, how did Lisa Marie Presley die? She had a heart attack, eh?
Yeah, that was really sad. Lisa Marie Presley, who was the only living daughter from the king, Elvis Presley, passed away. So rest in peace, Lisa. You're a beautiful woman.
Hey, Tam, hey. BBJ's dirt nap. Grave robbing. Not me. No, Lisa Marie Presley, it's sad because like he had a bad ending too around that age. And if I keep eating KFC, it's gonna be me bloated in a bathtub somewhere. Okay, BBJ has been limping down. If I hear any more about BBJ, I swear, like people are insane. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, the timing of that. The timing of that. Pete's does a live. Chantal was in the live when it happened. Everybody saw BBJ limping down the stairs. Clips of it were posted on Twitter. It went around like wildfire. And of course, Foodie's going to get flack because those are her cats. And she is the owner and she should be taking care of them. It's her responsibility. Although Pete's is the roommate, and just because he's not the owner doesn't mean he can't do anything. He can. He just chooses not to because he's afraid of Foodie and her wrath. and she's the breadwinner of the house. But needless to say, everybody saw the clip, everybody's angry and outraged. And what does Foodie do? She does deflection. She does deflection from it all. She posts a video going in on FFG. That's how she's handling it. Not taking care of the situation, not making a phone call for a mobile vet or mobile groomers. No, she's going to deflect.
So I'm trying not to even address those dumb comments. Like, she's been limping, not limping, she's been going down the stairs that way for like at least a year or two.
That's a lie. I've been watching you for over a year. I have never seen her walk down the stairs like that. What are you talking about? See, here's the problem with you doing 6 to 10 hours of live streams a day, Foodie, pretty much every day. Waking up, and as soon as you wake up, you turn on the camera and you don't turn it off until you go to sleep. We see a lot of things. We notice a lot of things over here. I've never seen BBJ walk around like that, because if it had happened in the past, people would have pointed it out. It would have been noticed. So you're lying. You're lying. And I think the reason why you're so ticked off is you're someone, you want to control everything. And you couldn't control your cat just simply walking down the stairs and everybody seeing the fact that she was limping. That was something that you did not count on. It was just something that people saw, and it's been recorded and it's out there. And now you're having to do damage control, which is your fault, because if you had taken care of your cats, that wouldn't have happened, would it? You wouldn't be getting flack if you had just done what you need to do as the owner.
She doesn't ever, even going up the stairs, she doesn't ever run down them. She is ancient. Ancient. Google pictures of 20-year-old cats. BBJ, the vet, said the last time I brought her.
And you brought her over a year ago, and she's a senior cat and she needs to go more. But you're always making excuses why you can't take her. Even if you don't want to go to a static location, Foodie, there are mobile vets. There are mobile groomers. You got the money. You can take her. You can get her the care. And I don't want to hear any bullshit about taking her to the vet stresses her out. If that's true, hire a mobile vet. They can come to your home and look at her, and she won't have to travel that far. But just because your pet gets stressed out going to a vet, it doesn't mean you shouldn't take them. Because if they're sick and they need medical care, they're going to stay sick until they are looked at and treated.
Look at it was like months ago.
Almost a year ago.
What did they do for her? They gave her blood work. Did they give her blood work? I don't even remember.
You're the owner and you don't know what they did to her? Pet parents out there, if you took your pets to the vet for anything, wouldn't you know exactly what they did to your pet? Wouldn't you be able to remember what they did? Yeah, I think you would.
Anyway, no, but how do you know she's in pain? Like, people just make assumptions like they're a veterinarian. I'm gonna take her whenever I get back. If the vet says that she's suffering or something, yeah, I will euthanize her.
You're a bitch. Yeah, I said it. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. And I say that because we all know the deal over here. We know. You're not trying to preserve her life. You're waiting for her death. You look at BBJ as a burden. I don't know why you do. She's just a cat. She doesn't take up much room. She doesn't eat much food. She doesn't require that much care. But for you, she's a burden. You were very happy in your early years on YouTube to use your cats as props to get attention and make money. But now you're treating your cats like theater props that you once used and now you have no use for anymore. They're just sitting in the corner gathering dust. You use them for money and attention. Sometimes you still do. But the new props that you use for money and attention are Natter and Sala. So you went from using cats for money and attention to men and drama with men. And yet you won't give them to a loving home. But you've already decided her fate. And I'm going to say it, and I apologize if I offend anyone or if I upset anyone. Foodie is literally waiting for BBJ to die so she can turn around and cry alligator tears and profit off her death. Her attitude for BBJ is, why aren't you dead yet? Like, I want you to die so I can cry over you and have people feel sympathetic for me and send me super chats. That's pretty much her attitude. Yes, I know it's awful. It's completely awful, but this is Foodie we're talking about. That's how she operates. She doesn't care about living things. She cares about having content for her channel. That's it.
I don't believe in prolonging the life of my pets like certain people when they're suffering. I just don't. I don't. If you have to lock yourself in the bathroom not to hear your animal shrieking in pain, then maybe you should put it down and not be selfish. Plain and simple.
Are you talking about BBJ? Was that going on with her? She was shrieking in pain and you locked yourself in the bathroom? Is that what you're saying, Foodie?
She has arthritis. I mean, she used to have some gabapentin, but that was for like anxiety. The vet didn't suggest pain medication for her. I'm not just gonna go to the vet and go, my cat needs pain meds. Like, even though you didn't recommend them, just because my haters online want BBJ to be comfortable. Like, yeah, they did give her blood work or something, Reginald, because yes, they did. I can get the papers.
Get them then. Show us. Because I'd like to see. I don't want to see your personal info. We don't need to go that far. Show us the paperwork you actually took her to the vet and she had blood work. Show us exactly what was done. I'd be interested. I'd be interested. Because you know what, Foodie? Whatever you did, it was long ago. It was over a year ago. So even if you had stuff done, that was a year ago. She's a senior cat. I'm sure a lot of things have changed in a year, yet you're not bothering to check. She still needs to go. She needs to be checked out. And you don't give a crap. You're too busy chasing men that want nothing to do with you.
Because she was talking about her kidneys. Like, as cats age, they get kidney problems, but she didn't have, it wasn't for a point of concern. Bringing her to the vet is stresses her out. Like, I might get a mobile vet, I don't know. It's because it's the reality of it, Sammy.
You know, Foodie is a person that she talks backwards. I know that might seem confusing, but just follow me here. Foodie is very defiant, very oppositional. So I've learned that when I listen to Foodie, whatever she says, reverse it, and that's probably the truth. Like in this case right here. She just said, BBJ gets stressed out when she goes to the vet. What she actually means is she gets stressed out going to the vet because she's got to take her time and take the cat to the vet. She's got to spend her money. Do I think the cat does get stressed out when she goes? Yeah, it's stressful for a lot of animals. But a little bit of stress is worth it if you have a sick pet and they're not going to get well unless they're seen and they've got medication and treatment. So it's just one of those things you just have to deal with for the better good. But the one who's going to be the most stressed out is Chantal, and Chantal cannot be put in pain and cannot be inconvenienced. That's really what she means.
It's the reality of it. The reality of it is that, oh, look, a nice, intelligent comment from one of FFG's followers, I'm sure. You can always tell the Beezers versus her nasty cult. Um, so people are not allowed to get
Okay, so this comment, Sammy Telfer says, how can you sit there and talk like this about a cat you've had for 20 years? Because she has no soul. That's all there is to say. She has no soul. How can you sit there and talk about a cat, your pet, you've had for 2 decades, that has seen you through your worst and accepted you at your worst and loved you anyway, unconditionally? Answer, because she has no soul. She has no heart. She thinks of no one but herself. She'll put living things around her and not give a crap about them. Just use them for content until she finds other content, then she pushes them to the side, like she's done with Sam and BBJ, but especially BBJ.
pimples anymore. Anyways, she's a 20-year-old cat.
And the Guinness Book of World Records has a cat. This cat just passed away that was 30 years old, Chantal. 30. Just because a cat turns 20 doesn't mean automatically they die. A cat could live to be 23, 25, maybe even 30, depending on the cat and their care. But you keep making a big issue about BBJ's age. She's ancient, she's old. Yeah, she is old, but so are you. And you're sick too. So, how would you feel if society looked at you the same way you look at your cat? Think about that.
She's lived way beyond her life expectancy. I'm going to be very sad when she goes.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're going to be very happy because that's content for your channel, and you can get on your lives the next 2 or 3 weeks after that and sit there and cry and say, I miss BBJ. I loved her so much. And you know what we're going to say over here? You're full of crap. Because if you loved her, you would have taken care of her when she was alive, not sit there and cry over her when she's gone.
But it's the reality of it. Like, what do you want me to do? Why don't you curse God out then for taking sweet BBJ? Like, she's fine. She's at home. She's comfortable in her little cat hut getting treats. She's still eating treats.
What about food?
She's still lucid and she's not wailing in pain. She's not in pain. She might be a little bit in pain. Do you know any 90-year-olds who are not in pain? I'm in pain at freaking 38 with back pain. What do you want me to do? Like,
And you know what? I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to diagnose you, Chantal. I think if you have back pain, part of that is probably self inflicted because you continue to gain weight. You are super morbidly obese. That's just what you are. And yet, despite the fact that you are, what, 5 feet tall, and you're probably in the 500-pound range, you have to understand, ma'am, your spine is made out of bone. There's only so much pressure it can take. You're carrying a lot of your weight in the front, which puts pressure on your back. It puts pressure on your back to carry hundreds of extra pounds in the front, just to try to balance that out.
I'm not going to pump her full of drugs. No. If it's her time to go, it's her time to go. I don't care. That might sound heartless, but it's actually the least heartless thing to do. And I think she would be more, but I would like to be there to take her. I don't want Pete to go by himself. And I'm going to be home in a couple of weeks. So people need to.
Yeah, so you're going to be in Kuwait for another couple of weeks. Something might be wrong with BBJ right now. And if you gave a crap, you could send Pete the money through Cash App or PayPal or something and get a mobile vet there tomorrow or perhaps the next day after that, depending on when they're available. Maybe you can call your Aunt Phyllis to take them to a vet, but certainly a mobile vet would work. She could get treatment immediately. Why does she have to wait 2 weeks when you get home? Because we all know what you're going to do when you get home, Foodie. We all know. You're going to be partying your face off. I mean, that's a given. You're probably just foaming at the mouth, waiting to get home to get those edibles because you've got edibles at home waiting on you. Or if that doesn't happen, since you are flying in to Montreal, well, we all know where you're headed if you're flying in from Montreal. Yeah, you're going to make a little pit stop at Natter's for some party favors and some fun.
Relax. People calling me an animal abuser because
You are, hey, let's call things by their right names. You are someone who has a pet, purposely neglects it when they have the money and the time and the resources to fix the problems. Yeah, you're abusive. Someone who gets on the in the internet on YouTube and tells people that the reason why you're not giving your pets medical care is just to tick off your haters. Abusive. You are so wrapped up in ticking people off that you will deny your pets basic needs. It's cruel, it's unnecessary, and it's disgusting.
I'm not taking my cat to the vet when there's like no sign that she needs to right now. She's a 20.
She's limping. There's a sign. There's your sign, Foodie. She's limping. She needs to go. She's losing weight. She needs to go. And I've also heard she's not grooming herself. That's a bad sign. When a cat stops grooming itself, she needs to go now. Not 2 weeks from now, now.
FFG trying to fake cry while explaining how she failed to take care of her dog reasonably. I know. Accountable beauty, basic, yeah. Her pimple isn't even touching her lip, I know. Animals need quiet and calm when they're passing, not shrieking, crying chaos. Poor dog. I know, and offering to take my dogs, offering to pay for the vet with what your hate money, like, get a life.
Who cares where the money comes from, Foodie? For God's sake, woman, swallow your pride. This one, like the seven deadly sins, one of them is pride. She just has so much insane pride. You know, it's the same pride that she had going on when people were suggesting for her to get people to clean her house because she can't or she won't clean her house and she lets it stay filthy. People said, hey, hire some maids to come in and clean. And she said, oh, I can't do that. I don't want them to see the state of my house. So she won't clean, but yet she won't hire people to come clean for her. Pride. And even though people have offered to help with the cats, they've given her money for vet visits. There's her pride again. There's her selfish pride. Oh, I can't take the money because it's a hater. So if a person offered to pay and they were a VIB, you would accept it? Of course you would accept it. What does it matter where the money comes from? What does it matter? If somebody else is paying, that should make you happier. BBJ will get taken care of. She'll be happy and healthy. You won't have to hear any flack about it for a while. It's a bonus for you. Look at it that way if you have to.
I don't need your help. Did you get your black bat blown out? I'm for LGBT. I was in a lesbian relationship for a decade. My best friend is gay. I believe it is trauma. I'm just even. You know what? I'm just gonna keep all of my opinions and everything to myself. Obviously, I don't hate gay people like people are assuming just because like I made that comment. You know. You better plan on taking Sam back to Kuwait. That would be so traumatizing for him. Like in a cargo, can I keep him in the plane with me? Then I would, yeah. But for 17 hours, he would freak out. He's so afraid. No, I couldn't do that. Just made up.
That's another thing. Foodie, she keeps talking about how she's going to go home to Canada, stay in Canada for 3 weeks, and then be back in Kuwait. I don't think she's going to be able to do that because she's on a tourist visa. And once it's up, I have heard that you have to wait another 3 months to go back. You can't just go back immediately. And by the way, Foodie, you also can't get married on a tourist visa. So this marriage is a sham, and we know it. But the point is, You got pets at home. You've been away for 2 or 3 months. So you're planning to go home for just a few weeks and then leave again to go somewhere else. And again, if this is your life now, give the pets to somebody who has the time for them because it sounds like you don't want to make the time.
Drama and rumors from the Mean Girls Club. Exactly. And actually, people are going way too far. Like, you need to seriously leave BBJ alone. Like, you call animal welfare, like, you want to have her taken away. Okay, so Pete sent me a picture of a pet insurance. Yeah, I gotta take Sam too. BBJ's stray Kuwaiti cat era. Pete sent me a picture, clearly of a troll. So I bet you any money this crazy lunatic drove down to Ottawa because she has done this before and she has gone to Cornwall. She's a weirdo. There was a letter from somebody. It was in chicken scratch. It's not a formal letter from animal welfare. Um, yeah, and it was like saying like I don't know something like I threatened to strangle my cat to put it out of its misery. So some troll probably
Well, I don't know about Foodie, but Pete's did his live. And again, there are clips on Twitter. There is video proof where he was doing his live and talking about BBJ. And he did the movement with his hands like squeezing a neck. He did that, talking about BBJ.
her. I would like to see her handwriting actually. Because if it is her, I'm gonna press that. I'm definitely pressing charges. You don't come to my house and leave a note. Who else would be that crazy to do that, honestly?
Okay, so let's apply a little logic. In this live stream, Foodie was talking about French Fry Girl offering money to take BBJ to the vet. Now, in this same live stream, not just a few minutes later, she's saying that she's trying to insinuate that French Fry Girl left a threatening note on her door. Why would she do that? You're not making sense, Foodie. Why would somebody who, despite not liking you, they still would offer money to pay for your pet's care? Why would they do something like that? You're not making sense. You can't say, oh, she did offer to pay for the pet care and I didn't take it. And then a few minutes later, say that she left a threatening note on your door. You're doing slander right now and you can get in trouble.
Like, who took the pictures of me in public? It was her.
How do you know it was her?
So anyway,
You know, Foodie likes to make all these claims, but she never offers up true receipts. And when people ask for receipts, she doesn't have them. She makes them up. Y'all remember the letters she got from the police station that looked all kinds of phony? Yeah, that's an example right there. It looked like something off of a Xerox machine that somebody just cheaply put together. It didn't even look authentic. So here you're saying something of a strong accusation against French Fry Girl, but where's the proof, Foodie? Where is it? Where's any of the proof of the things you're saying? Show us the receipts or shut up.
hiding under Box Mountain. Ugh. Anyway, they left a note saying like um that stuff, like I was gonna strangle my cat and stuff. So I told them to keep the letter. When I get home, I literally have to go to the police station for you know who, um, Shark Face.
Oh, you know what? I just had a thought, and I'm going to say the thought before I forget it. So Foodie has said repeatedly that when she gets home, she's going to go to the police station. I've always had the thought that since she's flying in to Montreal, that she's going to make a little pit stop at Natter and Dee Dee's. Knowing Foodie, she is saying to us that she's flying out on the 29th. Correct? She said that. But Foodie's also a liar. Theory. I think she might be coming home earlier than the 29th. Like giving us a false date to throw everybody off. But here she is saying she's going to go to the police station. So that might be kind of her alibi to go spend further time with Dee and Natter. And nobody would question it. She's all about deflection, this one. She's never about telling the truth.
And this weirdo.
Yeah, so she mentioned a letter. Where is the letter, Chantal? Where's the letter? Show us the letter. You're making accusations. Where's the receipts? If you've got them, show them. Because nobody can believe what you say. Nobody's going to believe what you say. So where's the proof? Where is it?
Possibly now. Like, who does that as an adult? Drives down to someone's town, makes a fake letter, or even calls animal services. Like, you're wasting our time. There's actual animals being actually abused.
Yours is being abused. That's my opinion. Yours are being neglected. That's my opinion.
BBJ being old and not having pain drugs is not abuse. Like, give me a break.
Well, I'll tell you what is. If she needs medical care, if she needs medication and you're not giving it to her, that's abusive. Not having enough food in the house, that's abusive. Those cat boxes not being changed for 3 months, that's abusive. Her needing oral surgery for months and months and months, and she's in pain and she can barely eat, that's abusive. If she has ingrown nails that have not been taken care of to the point where she's limping, or if she has some other problem, like something wrong with her hips, and you're not taking care of it, that's abusive. Do you want me to keep going? Because I will.
I don't have it now, Flopera. Oh, Diego, yes, right. The KFC.
I remember you, Diego. You were the one in Chantal's chat urging Chantal to strike me. I don't like you. And now you just confirmed that you're a feeder, so thanks for that.
At a rehab facility? Really? I don't really care about her life, but
Now we
like at
know.
all. Why don't you have a ring camera? I don't think we're allowed to. No, it's cheese fries with jalapenos. I want to know the underage girl. Yeah, Pete sent me a photo, but it's on my phone. I'll show it to you next time. Anyone who eats meat can't complain about your perfectly adequate treatment. Thank you, Basic Basic. There's the one fly who keeps harassing us every day. And it's a strong one. Truthfully truthful. I just want everyone nuts to leave me alone. Thanks. Alright. Look at this big filler. Hold on. There we go. FFG fly. Fly, yeah.
Okay, I'm laughing at this comment from Diego. Diego says you need to do members only lives only for a while and starve the reaction channels. Diego, you got jokes today. You're making me laugh. You're making me go ha ha, Diego. You know why I'm laughing, Diego? Because could Chantal do members only streams? Yes. But Chantal is all about getting attention and she's all about making the most money. And if she did a members only stream, there probably wouldn't be that many people in there. And she would be depriving herself of views and Google AdSense money. So yeah, let her do a members only stream. It'll be one that she won't make much money on. And as far as starving the reaction channels, trust me, we're not starving. We're thriving. We got other things we can do easily. We can make compilation videos. We can do retro reacts. We can do all kinds of stuff. We can do video game playthroughs. We can do all kinds of creative stuff. Let Chantal do her members only streams. That just means that frees up more time for all of us on the reaction side to do things that we really want to do versus covering Chantal all doggone day. So go ahead, Foodie. You've been missing out on a lot of money being in Kuwait. And those paychecks coming are not going to be that big. So go ahead, make them even smaller. I love that for you.
Whoa, jalapeno sauce. Sorry, I'm trying not to make a mess. It's like a KFC chicken tender. It has spicy mayo and jalapenos. It's so good. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god, Angela, the bug in Cuba. I had a legit meltdown.
You had several meltdowns. But you know what? I'm glad you did. Because that was the period of time when the mask was completely off. And we saw you for who you really were. There was no facade. There was no baby voice. There was no fake fuckery. It was you. You showed how truly awful you are. And because of the reaction channels, we're not going to let you forget. And I'll especially remember the statement that you made, Chantal. You, in your arrogance and cockiness, when you said to your audience, I'll manipulate the F out of you, and then I'll come back online and be sweet as pie and you'll eat it up. Oh, you know it. I'll never forget that because no truer words were spoken from you. You were being completely honest in that moment, which is something rare for you. That was you being you. And you know what? When you get home to Canada, it's going to happen again. Trust.
I don't know. Everything's big here. The red light. It's the red light district. It's mood setting. Mm. There was a full-size fridge. Oh my gosh, Angela, am I gonna put this in the drawer? We don't have a drawer here. I might bring it back with me. Do you guys want me to go live at the airport? That would be a bad idea, right? Oh well. Report me. Maybe I'll get through security faster. The red light is faked. What the heck?
Yeah, there's a red light filter. She's used it before.
Do not go live at the airport. I want to go live and eat Beeze with you guys.
Nobody wants to watch you eat, Chantal. You're not a graceful eater. You're a sloppy eater. The only people that want to see you eat the way you do on camera are the feeders.
Mmm. It's so good. Am I gonna be in Kuwait for my birthday? I think so. Inshallah. I'm not. I can't pose to pick up the letter right now. She would do terrorism to your plane. Angela. The blue window, Sala opens it. I don't know how. What do you mean on pronouns? I don't mind that. Hey, Nico. Like, if someone trans wants, has different pronouns, I would respect that. Heartburn and bees. I don't know. Basic. I don't think so. I just don't like going because it's hot, anyways. Aisha, loyalty Beezer. Aisha, ready, set, baby. Behind those water towers you took us to? Well, the Kuwait towers. No, Sammy Telfer. I don't think so. I don't know. Sanella, am I gonna wear my hijab in Canada? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I got a feeling, I got a hunch that when Foodie gets back to Canada, she might wear the abaya and the hijab for a short while, but then she's going to go back to her old habits, and the abaya and the hijab, they're going to be taken off, and she's going to go back the way she was. It's not going to last long. It's definitely not going to last long.
Will you be going to mosque in Orleans? No, probably not. Do prayer at home. Hmm. Hi, bad boy. I swear, that fly is unhinged. A Ramadan bees? I know, Angela. It's been here for days. Connors removed chicken pot pie from the menu. Are you for sure? Are you for real?
I don't want to watch her eat. It's gross.
And I don't really like their food that much anymore. I'm nocturnal. Exactly. The streets in Cornwall. I don't want to move back there. Ugh. Yeah, good luck, Tan. Pete needs to toughen up. No, it wasn't an official test, Reginald. It was just like a therapist opinion. But she didn't even, like, it was like one therapy session. How can she know? And in my opinion, I feel like he is a little bit. That's just like, I don't know. Don't you guys think so?
You know what, Foodie? You shouldn't be talking this way about mental health because people cannot diagnose themselves. That's why they have to go to trained professionals for a real diagnosis. You know, just as you've said to us, all of us, regarding BBJ, none of you are veterinarians, but then again, neither are you. You don't know what's going on with Pete or anybody who might have uh, mental issues because you're not a doctor. You're not a professional. You can have an opinion, but you can't diagnose anybody. Like,
For,
you don't have the training to diagnose anyone.
for now, yes, Valpera. To make you look out. Yeah. I will hit every drive through there is. And what about Pennington's bees? A more progressive mosque in Canada. I think that
So she's not even back in Canada, and she's talking about what she's going to do when she gets back home. And she's talking about things that we've already seen 100 times before. We've already seen Starbucks a million times, Foodie. We've already seen Burger King and other fast food joints a million times before. Now you're talking about going to Pennington's. You've done the shopping bees there before. It's all the same crap. It's the same old foodie.
There's like one in Toronto, but I don't know. I'm getting halal food in for dinner. What are you getting, Stank Jordy? The bodega? Hey, girls have hey. Do you like Ice Spice, the rapper poetess? I don't know who that is. They don't stalk Abayas. Okay, Sammy.
I hate
No,
her
my
eating.
tourist visa.
So Flop Era says, can you force Pete to clean the villa before you return? It's filthier than ever. See, that's the thing. Foodie's been gone for almost 3 months. He has had plenty of time to clean up that entire house. I mean, what's he got to do all day? Nothing. That house should be spotless. But it's not. She's going to come home and it's going to be as filthy as it's ever been.
Can you force P to clean the villa? Flop Bear, I can't force people to do anything, but did he take care of Box Mountain? I'm gonna do a really big clean when I get home. For sure. Plus, I'm glad he doesn't. YouTube is an American company.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, it is. And you're over there putting down America. How many nasty comments, how many nasty rants have you had about America? And saying that America is full of hillbillies. We're all hillbillies, no matter where you are, we're all hillbillies. But yet, you're on YouTube. That's an American company, Foodie. You're a Canadian. But yet, you're going to talk down about America, even though you don't live here. And YouTube's an American company. So maybe not bite the hand that feeds you, literally.
A professional cleaner. I'm gonna clean it very well when I get home. I don't
No, you're not.
mind doing it now. It's like I'm itching.
I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to do exactly what you've done before. You'll sit there and you'll do a live stream and say cleaning bees, and then you'll spend the entire live doing the edibles, smoking, talking. No cleaning will get done because we've seen it before, Foodie. We've seen it before.
To do it actually to get home and like hug my cats, take care of them. How long can someone stay there on a tourist visa? 3 months. Nico, everything will be revealed in due time. Don't worry. Be serious. You won't clean. I will. You should hire a cleaner to clean it before you get home. Maybe I'll do that. Honestly, it's embarrassing. Sammy, as if I don't have to
You
hide things.
know, as far as the villa is concerned, as messy as that house is, since she has trouble doing the most basic things, or she's too lazy to do some of the most basic things, whichever way you look, I think it'd be a smart idea to hire a couple of cleaners to come in and clean up a lot of the mess that she might have trouble with, and then that way she could just maintain it. Because if she's got trouble being on her feet and moving things, there's a lot of heavy duty cleaning that needs done in that house, and she will not be able to do it.
Things from Sala, except for farts. No, I'm kidding. Why do people care if you're allowed to work there or not? Can't people just mind their own business? Absolutely not, Golden Girl. Like being in my business is a business on YouTube, unfortunately. It's really like invasive and weird.
You want people in your business. This is not a private forum. This is a public forum. You're putting live streams and videos on a public forum. You know what that says, Foodie? I want people in my business. I want people to know what's going on with me. This is not your private Facebook page, your private Instagram page. This is a public forum. You're making things everybody's business. You decide what you're going to do in your live stream and on your videos. You do the live streams, you do the videos, you upload them. So you are giving permission for people to watch and to comment when you do that. Your account is not locked down.
What A plus? You wanting to clean shows your mood is improving and you're happier. Yeah, I don't feel like well the past couple days like oh yeah, Sal is like pretty sick. I have a story about Howie after. Like really sick, hit him hard. I think the flu because the achy joints and everything and headache and just fever. Like I've had to put a lot of cold compresses on his head and stuff and made him fresh lemonade and where's the tea? Oh, some hot tea and stuff like that, trying to help him out, but he needs to rest. And me, knock on wood, mashallah, I don't feel too bad. Like I haven't caught anything yet. I hope I don't because imagine that could delay things. I don't know. I don't even know like the COVID rules now in Canada. But I'm like, me, it's my back pain. So Salah got me some Voltaren and it's okay, but you know what I mean? I don't know. It's like helping, but like I said, I think it's like sciatic nerve because um
I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to diagnose Chantal, but like I said, I've had sciatic nerve pain and it is horrific. You make the slightest movement and your back goes into spasms. And I've seen her, shift around and all that with no problem. I don't see her wincing in pain. She's a big old liar.
it's like going in my leg and my grandmother had that. I know, like she's like way older, but can you return on a work visa working for Salah? You guys are being sneaky. I think Nostune it's just better like for now until I get home I just like keep everything to myself because I just feel like people just want to create problems for me or try to. They're obsessed, yeah.
You can go ahead, Chantal. You can try to keep things private. But here's what works in our favor over here. You always tell on yourself. You always tell on yourself. You say you want to keep things private, but then you can't keep your mouth shut, especially when you're mad. Oh no, when you get mad, everything comes out. When you're feeling wrathful and vengeful, everything comes out. So go ahead, keep things private. We'll find out anyway.
Yeah. I know I seem like FFG one of her thumbnails in passing and it was like, oh great, she's back, more crappy content.
That's not in passing. She did that live recently. So you're over there pocket watching her and watching her channel to see what live she does. Now you're saying you're paying attention to her thumbnails. Girl, if you spend as much time on your own content, paying attention to your audience, thinking of ideas, of ways to entertain your people as you do being a busybody with all the reaction channels, you do quite well. But your focus is in all the wrong places.
Yeah, content that you don't have to watch. Oh wait, yeah you do because you have nothing else. Like you're literally gonna like these people criticize my content for being boring, but
It is.
it's like literally all your content is, and adding like insults and adding like screaming and like a banshee in there in between. You know what I mean? I like speculative things like fake marriage, fake marriage.
You know, I'm going to disprove Chantal right now on this claim she has that the reaction channels, all we do is react to her. I know several channels that do other things besides Foodie. They do parodies, very funny parodies. Uh, they do different funny clips that are not related to Chantal. They react to different people that are not Chantal. House of Hannibal, he does gaming content as well as reactions to Foodie and Pete's and Shanae. Erie Pepperoni, she's always coming up with great stuff. Gary Unfiltered, he does all kinds of parodies. He's a funny guy. And as for myself, hey Foodie, not only do I react to you, but I've done over 200 ambiance videos. And I've done little ghost stories and I've done poetry. So there's that. So you're wrong. You're wrong.
Like, even if it was, is that any of your business? Like, how many times do you have to say it ad nauseum?
I hate that word
Taste the
now,
rainbow.
ad
Welcome to more
nauseum.
important pieces. Taste the rainbow. Ready, set, bees. Would Sally be able to come to Canada on a tourist visa? I don't know crispy buns. You got to start somewhere. You won't be there. They'll never know it was you.
So this comment, Sammy Telfer says she made about 7 grand last month by implementing the Dougherty dozen. It's helped her channel. See, Foodie, one of your own VIB saying French Fry Girl is doing something that is not you and she's still doing well. So you over there with the attitude of they have to react to me. I'm the only thing that makes them money. I pay their rent. I'm their career. You're wrong. One of your VIBs just said you're wrong.
I'll keep you busy cleaning and cooking and help the time pass before you get back. Yeah. Oh, I'm like behind. Hold on.
Sluggy Buggy says, how do you feel about FFG making more money than you? I can answer that. She hates it. She hates it. And I love that for her. She hates it. She hates it. She hates when she sees a channel that's reacting to her that's making more money off her content than she does. And usually those are the people she goes for the most. And you know what? It's not so much about the reacting that bothers her, it's the money thing. Like her obsession with not just her money but other people's money. She can't just be happy with what she has and what she makes, which is plenty. No, she covets. That's a good word. She covets what other people have. When if she worked hard, she could have just as much, if not more. But that's the thing. She doesn't want to work. So you have what you have, Foodie. Be happy with it. Or not.
Oh my god. uh, they're cow tippers and think by reporting her to authorities they're doing something. The only thing they're doing is wasting resources. Yeah. It's so weird. Have you ever
Not Foodie talking about wasting resources when we remember all the many times in the past when she would go to the emergency room when she didn't have to. And also, not Foodie, when she was mad at Natter, she was wasting police resource time with her drama. But no, not Foodie who did that. No, no, she never did that. She never wasted resources. Not her.
had random show up at your place and knock on your door? I don't think so. No. No. Do you have a bath? No, just a shower. Why would you get a hamster just to rehome it? I'm not going to rehome Harry. I'm very, very doting on Harry.
Yeah, but you're not going to be there once you leave. And Salah has said he's not really a hamster person. So what's going to happen to Harry? He's just going to be another abandoned pet that you have, that you got on an impulse and you used for content. And then once you go home to Canada, you can't use him for content anymore. So he's no longer important. Animals should never be impulse buys. Pets should never be impulses. They should be something that you think about carefully before you take them into your care.
Sciatica-related nerve pain can begin at any age. My wife had it when she was 22. Lower left. Yeah, that's what it is. Butt cheek hurt. Yes. When you come back to order a shower bench. Oh, shower bench. Yeah. My shower? Sweet vintage Zoe. My shower's like, my bathtub is narrow. Nadia accosted you in an Arby's parking lot. How is Nadia doing? Hello, Carolina. So, Harry is the cutest thing I ever seen. If you want to go on my Instagram, there's a picture of his hand. The shower in Kuwait. Mm. I wonder if they have those here.
Okay, she's getting boring. Next. And I don't want to see her.
Bloody narcissist. Oh no, not her. I don't know who Doherty Dozen is at all. I don't watch. I don't watch them. I barely have time to watch anything on YouTube, really.
She's such a liar. I barely have time to watch anything on YouTube. What else do you have to do all day? Oh, you know what, Foodie? I stand corrected. You're right. You're absolutely right. You don't have time to watch videos and stuff on YouTube. You're right. I was wrong. That's because you're spending all of your time being in other people's chats and lurking and spying and pocket watching. So I was wrong. You're right. You don't have time to watch videos because you're too busy running around in everybody else's business.
Breeze it. Every time I go see a movie at the theaters, I feel like I walk out looking 10 times rougher than when I walked in. Me too. I feel like I. You're right. You want to condemn Missy Moo for things because she's honestly just been like trying to defend me, and I think people have said vile things on every side. Maybe it was taking it too far, but at the same time, she probably just got like very fed up and I don't know, pushed to that point, and I don't know, like people have been nasty all around, so I don't like to just. This is the thing. Toxicity just breeds more toxicity, negative, negative, negative. And it's just like a cycle that never ends, you know? So I'm really trying to just stay away from it.
You are it. What do you mean stay away from it? You are it. Tag, you're it. You are the toxicity. You are the toxicity. You are the black hole. You are the dark abyss, my dear. You are something where light goes into it, doesn't come back out of. You are the toxicity. And I was enjoying my little vacation away from you when you were off YouTube for a week. I was loving it. A lot of people were. And we all know the deal. When you come back home to Canada, you're going to put your foot to the gas pedal and off we go. And you're going to be back to those ridiculous, insane, out of control 6 to 10 hour live streams because you got a lot of money to make. And so you're going to be throwing everything at us but the kitchen sink. You're going to be more out of control than you've ever been because you know for you, that's where the money is. Let me show everything. Let me do everything. Let me be as offensive and gross as possible because you got to make that coin. You've missed out on a lot by being in Kuwait with Salah. You got to make that money back somehow. And you think that everything's okay. And when you come home, you're going to be rolling in the bank. You may not. We'll see.
You know who I've seen on TikTok as well, and they have like a lot of followers. Remember Papa Swolio? And that's also
I'm glad she brought that up. So Papa Swolio is somebody that has a channel on YouTube and he's all about fitness. And she was interested in Papa Swolio just because he's a decent looking guy. Of course. I mean, that's going to catch Foodie's attention, a decent looking guy. So he has a fitness program, and knowing about Foodie, he offered her like a free membership of sorts. So she got on the Facebook page or whatnot, or the page, and posted a picture of herself lifting up her shirt, showing her belly. And people, they were very supportive of Chantal. But once Chantal found out that Papa Swolio himself was not going to be personally training her, it was just him giving her access to a program where she would have uh, advice about nutrition and meals and so forth. She got bored and she left. She thought that Papa was going to be training her one on one, because that wasn't part of the deal. She wasn't interested in what was going on. She wasn't interested in improving her health. She just wanted to flirt with a guy.
there's a hole in the bottom of the popcorn bag, huh? Being in the Beeze community. What? Lusty tire fire. Do you guys think she was guilty, Casey Anthony? Can we talk about the pimple story out? I don't like keeping them in the cage all the time, so when I go to Canada, um, I'm ordering from Amazon this thing for him. It's like a playpen and a whole bunch of toys. Box Mountain. Oh. Anyway, he'll start biting at the bars when he wants out. But one time I forgot to close the door, and I'm in bed, and there's like a plastic cover under his cage, and he's in the room with us. All I hear is like that. Like all I heard was this. I bolted awake like instinct, motherly instinct for my hand.
Oh, God. No, she did not just say that. Motherly instinct. There's so much I could say to that, but I won't. You guys can say it for me. Where was this motherly instinct for your own pets, ma'am? Where was it? It's certainly missing. So you have a motherly instinct for a hamster, but not your cats?
Hamster. I know, how sad. I look and he's just sitting like this out front of the cage, just waiting there like a good fat boy. So I went and grabbed him and I said, "No, Howie." But he loves to be outside the cage. He loves going for a walk. Like, okay, so whenever he bites at the bars, I get up and I open the cage and I go like this, and he comes out onto my hand. And then I put him here and we walk around the apartment a bit. And he just like stays like this, like a good boy. Where is he? They're actually playful animals and they have like a routine. Like they're very easy to catch on to things. So he really likes that. And I love when he stuffs things in his cheeks. It's so cute. Popping it makes the wound. Ugh. Really? I can't keep it white. That's some Just Reasons GoFundMe to go to Disney World. Does she actually have that? That's quite pathetic. Anyways, because I have a lot of points. Nobody's listening to the hamster story? Why?
That's because you're going to be leaving Kuwait in about 2 or 3 weeks, depending on when you actually leave. And you are just so determined to milk content out of that poor hamster as much as you can before you're gone.
No, it's a hamster. No, he only bites the cage when he wants out. The chicken lunch meat. It's mortadella. It's very popular here for some reason. Oh, yeah, Flop, because my back is so bad.
You know, again, I'm not a doctor. There could be all kinds of reasons why her back hurts. But Chantal will not go to a doctor and get that checked. She doesn't care about her health. And yet she expects everybody on the internet to care about her health. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not a heartless person. I will care about you as much as you care about you. And when I look at this person, Foodie Beauty, and she has the money, and she has the time and the resources to heal herself, change herself, evolve, and she's not doing it. Foodie, if you don't care about you, then I don't care about you. Your life is your life. You can do with it as you will. And I don't know why it is, but it just seems like you are intent on punishing your own body. You're not giving it a break. You're pushing it as far as you can. I don't know what the goal is. I don't know what the tipping point is going to be. But if you don't watch it, you're going to be bedbound real soon. I'm not wishing that upon you. It's just going to happen. Girl, you're 5 feet tall. I'm 5'4". You're pushing over 500 pounds. How much more can your body take? Let it relax. You can't keep shoveling the food like that. You got to scale back. It's calories in, calories out. You are carb loading and you're loading up on the calories, and then you eat and go to sleep. Your body can't burn off the calories. So what does it do? It stores it into fat. That's why you're gaining so much weight. That and the fact you got a problem with food that is unchecked. And this problem with food is going to continue when you get home. In fact, it's probably going to be worse. It's going to be much worse. Like, how much more can your body take? Seriously. Like, what are you trying to prove? Gaining so much weight that your body is breaking down. Like, what are you trying to do? What's the point?
Um, I lost respect for Breezy the other day. She posted a video of MFW acting a drunk fool when she herself was the exact same. She's just a loser. Like, I've seen some of the things she said. If someone paid for you to travel space, would you go? Yeah. I wouldn't live on Mars, though. No, I wouldn't. We prepared a little salt bath foot soak today. So, it's doing all right healing, but hopefully that will be the last ingrown toenail. KFC no scrubs parody.
Yeah, that's another thing. Thank you for bringing that up, Chantal. You got an air fryer. Air fryers are great. I had one. They're awesome. You've got an air fryer in the house. You could make healthy food in the house. But what are you doing? You're doing takeout again. So, caring about health, who? Not you.
That was your mama who wrote that. I like added some things, but yeah, he's like sing some of this and we'll collab on it.
Yeah, you know what? Whoever told Chantal that she could sing, I want to have a word with you. You lied to her. And because of that, you're torturing all of us. I'm not being a rude ass. You can't sing, Chantal. You need auto tune. You're off key in some parts, you're flat in others, and your lyrics suck. Okay? Thumbs down for the songs you put out. It doesn't sound like stuff you sat down and you thought about it and you wrote it. It just sounded like stuff you put together just to make some views on YouTube.
And anything that makes camel head look bad. Pilates helps with my neck pain. And don't forget. Oh no. Here's the thing. I'm trying to learn that silence is golden. Work
Yeah, good luck with that.
behind the scenes with stuff, especially legal things. Um, which is why I haven't talked a lot about certain people. It's better to let people dig their own their own graves, so to speak. Sometimes it's really hard to bite my tongue for me. Pilates.
You can't, you don't know how to bite your tongue. You're too busy stuffing your face full of food. You can't bite your tongue and stuff your face full of food at the same time. It just doesn't work.
Helps with my neck pain. Really? Why did you show the bathroom of the old apartment? Harry's making noise. You want to see him? Entertaining here, and it's just wrong. It's too much for people. And that was a really bad era of my life.
Oh, wait, I got to go
And
back. I got to go
oh my
back.
God. We have a window in our bedroom. It's like open right now. I've been off of your lives because of the scammy drama. I just can't support it. I don't blame you, Carolina. Like, you guys should definitely, I totally support you guys taking a step back. I used to feel a bit abandoned and like betrayed people, but I totally get it. Like, if
No,
you are,
you know what this is? Chantal has phases and cycles. Actually, I take that back. She doesn't have cycles. She has a circle because she just keeps going round and round and round and nothing ever changes. A cycle would imply that there's a period of something, and then the something that follows it is something different. So it's not really a cycle. She's just living in a circle, talking in a circle, going round and round and round and round, and she never gets out of that freaking circle. Always talking in a circle. Always.
mentally not well yourself, and just anything, like any toxic.
Okay, to continue from what I just said. So she talks in a circle. But this part right here, as part of her circle, this is the period of time. This is what happens. This is what she does after she's raged and raged and raged, and she's ticked everybody off, and she's offended everybody, and people are mad at her, and they start leaving. This is her way of drawing everybody back. She loves bomb. She will love bomb people. She will make them feel like she actually gives a crap. Oh, what do you guys think about this? Oh, what do you guys think about that? I really care about you. And she'll do this for a couple of days or so until it's time for the rage cycle again. So, rage, love bomb, rage, love bomb, rage, love bomb. It's a circle, round and round and round and round and round.
Toxicity, any negativity, um, like that on a daily basis is just too much for people. Like, it's supposed to be entertaining here,
But it's not.
and it's just wrong. It's too much for people, and that was a really bad era of my life.
And it's about to get kicked off again.
And I'm glad it's over. Like,
It's not over. I would like to think that it's over. It would be great if it were over, Chantal, but it's not. It's not because you've been in Kuwait for 2 or 3 months. I'm not saying this as a hater. I'm saying this as an observer, a watcher, someone who's standing off to the side, getting the full bird's eye view of everything, watching your live streams, watching your videos. You haven't changed. You're still the same person. You sound like the same person. You're still doing the same behaviors. You've been in Kuwait. Your problem with food is still out of control. Still. You're binging more than ever. And the only reason why you're not doing the other party favors is because you can't. But once you get back in Canada, well, there's a great possibility you're going to go right back to them immediately just because you can. And I know exactly what the voice in your head is going to tell you to justify doing it. You're going to have that thought in your head. I've been a good girl for 3 months and I haven't done it in so long. I deserve this. I'm going to reward myself. You are all about obeying your impulses and your urges rather than staying away from them. You've got wheelchairs at home right now. You've got wheelchair edibles at your house. So when you get home, they're already there. And you're flying into Montreal where Natter is. I don't think that's a coincidence. You're going to go back to doing the party favors. You're going to go back to doing Starbucks Beeze and Burger King Beeze and Nashi Beeze and Paneer Beeze and whatever food Beeze. You're going to go right back to it. You're going to go running straight back to your impulses and your addictions. Guaranteed.
Full blown glad it's over. You know?
It's not over. It's not over. It's just been put on hold. A lot of the things she did, they've just been put on hold. But once she gets back, it's not going to be on hold anymore. The one addiction, the one legal addiction that she's been able to do, she has been doing in Kuwait, and that's her problem with food. And she's been full throttle with that.
Like, I was going through old messages, and because that loser was playing all my old voice messages, and I seen all the messages like of him asking me for money and like all the just negative stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad I'm not in that situation anymore. Like, ugh. Like, who would want to be in that?
Okay, so this super chat, Sure Jan OK says, you have no support, pure hate. How sad. Why do this? I can give you a straight answer because Chantal is not going to do it, because what else can she do? Seriously, if YouTube shut down tomorrow, if YouTube shut down her channel tomorrow, what could she do to make money? She's not employable. She wouldn't be able to work a day job. She wouldn't be able to be on her feet. She's not nice to people. She doesn't know how to talk to people. She's not personable. What else could she do? This is it for her. This is how she makes her money. But without YouTube, she would be in dire straits.
Compared to now, don't address anything, period. You don't owe people, don't owe anybody. People choose to support you for their own reasons. Exactly. Missy Moo! You are more than welcome here, Missy Moo. Of course. Sala was a single man. It was perfect for him. Exactly. Like, it was perfect. It had everything. I mean, it had its own bathroom, kitchen, full size fridge, TV, bed. I mean, what more do you need? Gaming area, for a guy who would just go to work, come back, blah, blah, blah. So, um, yeah, I don't know. What was I going to say? I feel really tired. It's late here. Raising canes is not good, Angela. What about the sauce? Missy, move it up, Chi. Don't be mean, Flopper. Would you rather go vegetarian for life or lose your foot? Vegetarian. I can still eat cheese. Me and Phyllis have been distanced themselves from you if you come back with radicalized opinions. I don't have radicalized opinions, Sammy Telfer. I should have thought about how I wanted to word things before I put that post up. So, my karma's dealing with the loss of support from some people. Where's my...
Oh, girl, karma's just getting started with you. See, you know why a lot of people still watch Chantal? It's not because she's entertaining. Although the reaction channels, big ups to all of them because they make her entertaining when she's not. But here's the real, true reason why people still watch Chantal. Because she's such an awful person and she's done so many awful things. Everybody is just waiting around to see if karma is going to come around and give her some consequences for her awful actions. And that is the truth. We're all waiting for karma to show up at the party. Here's the thing, she's already there. She's already there. She's already arrived. She's just sitting in a corner quietly, sipping her martini, smoking her cigarette, shades on, hat on, being all incognito, watching Chantal and saying, go ahead, keep going. Because with all the things you've done, we're not going to just punish you right away. It's not going to be a one-shot deal. No, we're going to make you suffer the way you've made other people suffer. You're going to watch your whole house of cards slowly crumble around you, and you're not going to be able to stop it. Karma's working on her slowly. Like everything around Chantal is in ruins and continues to be in ruins. Her channel is tanking. Her views are going down. Her money's going down. Karma is working. It's not quick, but it's working.
Record deal. You tell me. Where is it? Woo, Raising Cane's is your least. Really? It's gross. But the Texas toast, it looks so delicious. My feet are gone, bro. No way I'm going an eternity without meat. Let me hurry. Yes, Nico. I thought you saying that people shouldn't super chat Chantal anymore is actually working. I don't think she had that much. Oh yeah.
And I would like to say something about Chantal, her channel, her VIBs, and people who super chatter. It's not for me to tell people where to go and what to spend their money on. It's up to you, whoever it is that's watching this video. You're on YouTube, you have the freedom to go wherever you like, watch whoever you like, super chat whoever you like, do memberships with whoever you like. So do what you will. But know this, when it comes to Foodie, she's not just someone who has a YouTube channel. She's an addict. Okay, let's just put it out there. She's an addict. And she's got several addictions. Her number one addiction is to attention. Number one. She has to have attention all the time. That's why she can't get her face off of YouTube. She's got to have attention. The other addictions are men, drugs, and food. But make no mistake, she is an addict. Even right now in this live stream, she is partaking of one of her addictions, her legal addiction. She's a binge eater. She's an emotional eater. She has food aggression, but she has a problem with food. And so, because she is an addict, because she's using the money that she gets from YouTube to hurt herself, because someone who is a binge eater that gets on YouTube and they're monetizing their problem with food, I'm sorry, that is self-harm content. They are hurting themselves. She's 5 feet tall. She's over 500 pounds. Her health is bad. It's getting worse. And yet she continues her problem with food rather than go seek inpatient or help or therapy to get it in check. So anytime somebody pays for a membership or sends her a super chat, just understand you are giving your money to an addict. And what do you think they're going to use that money for? Again, it's your freedom. You can go where you want. You can do what you want. But this person's an addict with several addictions, one of which he's doing right now. And even if you're somebody, and if you like the addict, you like their personality, you click with them, that's irrelevant. She's still an addict. And once you give an addict money, you are enabling the addict. And is that the thing to do? Ask yourselves that question. Ask yourselves that question. To enable somebody who's an addict to hurt themselves. to become more unhealthy? I mean, I leave that up to you as the audience. To those of you that might be on Chantal's site coming over, just give that a thought. Her health is getting worse. She's becoming more unhealthy. And it's not that she's going out into the world and she has a regular job and she's making money and she's spending the money that she earns from a regular job on these things. No. The money she's spending is money she's getting from all of you over there.
Underestimate it. Oh, here we go. I don't. You have no support, pure hate. Actually, I have a lot of supporters here. A lot of Beezers. Thanks, A plus. But no, there is a big hate community. So why is that my fault? Like, why is it the fault of the person being bullied? Like, I don't understand it. Like the video I posted today of FFG has said more vile things to me and than I've ever said about anybody.
You know what, Chantal? There's an old saying, two wrongs don't make a right. Have you ever heard that? Two wrongs don't make a right. And you're the biggest bully on YouTube. You've used your platform to bully, harass, and dox people. You even bullied, harassed, and doxed some of your own VIBs when you got mad at them. So you can't point a finger and call someone a bully when there's three fingers pointing back at you. You know?
Like, it's ridiculous. And it makes you realize, like, I don't know. I don't know how people don't see that. Like, brainwashed.
Now you want to brainwash people. You did a community post recently saying don't watch these people. You were trying to control your own viewers and try to corral them into your pasture and say, stay over here, don't go over there. You can't do that. You can't tell people who to watch, who to support, where they can comment, how many times they can comment. You can't control everybody. You can try to control yourself, which you've done a really bad job at, but you can't control other people's freedom.
Sure, Jan is a huge fan there in every live leaving hate comments. Yeah, like you, like your audience is all hate, and you're one of them. Like, looks like the girl's made up. Yeah, she's announced her plans to formally convert in the near future. Yeah, exactly. Barack Obama. Your picture, I can't.
And Chantal is bothered by the reaction channels and the people that watch her that she says hate watch her. Question, Chantal, question on the chalkboard. You say that we're all haters and you're bothered by people hate watching you. But with the content that you do, how can we say anything positive? What is there to talk about? We could praise you and give you compliments. You're over there hurting yourself, degrading yourself. You know, before you left for Kuwait, you were flashing private parts of your body. You've said offensive, awful things. How can we co sign on that bullshit? We can't. It's very simple. You want praise, you want positive comments, you have to do positive content on your channel. But you make it your business to be as offensive and ridiculous as possible. And what's that going to get you? Negativity. You're going to get opposing opinions from people. So you can't have it both ways. You can't sit there and do negative content and expect positive response. It's just stupid to think that way. You do stupid shit, we're going to call you out on the stupid shit. We're not going to co-sign on your nonsense. We're going to call it out. You don't like it? Change your content. Easy.
No, Flop Era, you can't. I don't really talk about politics and stuff. I don't know. I don't have any problem with anybody in the world, I guess. Radical opinions, meaning anything not Western approved. It makes you realize for sure, like, different parts of the world have very opposing opinions sometimes. We don't read blue super chats in here. point of Canes isn't the food, it's the sauce. That's what I'm wondering. The sauce looks really good.
Talking about food, nobody cares.
By the way, the Emirates first class, there's like a first class ticket. It's like $15,000. You get
Well, that's a ticket you're not going to get.
Dom Perignon.
You're not going to get that ticket. Too expensive.
I wish I could do that. You get to take a shower, like 5 minutes of a shower. They give you expensive toiletries. I'm seeing a lot of these like fake.
You know what? Listen, I've never flown first class, but I have taken many airplane trips. And Chantal, again, I'm not being a jerk, but if you're having trouble taking a shower in a large bathroom there in the apartment, I don't think you're going to be able to shower in an airplane bathroom. I just can't see that happening because I'm pretty sure the bathrooms and the shower areas are going to be really, really tiny. I remember flying and the airplane bathroom is a joke. Holy crap. Airplane bathrooms are small. Small. Girl, I am 5'4", about 130 plus pounds, and I had trouble in that bathroom. It's tiny. So I can't imagine that an airplane would have a super huge bathroom or a shower area for you.
Like, uh, well, I don't know if they're fake. They're probably real. There's a lot of rich people in Dubai, but like, how to be a rich housewife in Dubai and stuff like this stupid stuff. My husband likes to spoil me.
Oh, snap. Oh, oh my God. She just dropped a piece of information. Okay, this is why I'm freaking out. So, y'all saw the video that I did, the React, where I pointed out this woman, I guess the TikTok account is called Saudi Arabia. Pretty lady. She had a rich husband, and she does TikTok showing how he spoils her. So I was saying, didn't I say to you guys? I'm wondering if Chantal watches this woman or something like her. And maybe that's where she got the idea for this. And she's mentioning her right now. Boom. But you know what, Chantal? That woman's life and her husband are not your life and will never be your life. That is not you. So if this whole thing was Sala, was you just trying to live out a fantasy as close to that as possible? That life isn't yours. Stop trying to imitate other people's lives and just live your own.
You can see they're just putting on an act, but it's just funny. I follow some of them because it makes me laugh. And like, dang, people are trying to get you to slip up.
Yeah, so she probably watched that particular woman, wife, sorry, this wife and the husband, and she's like, I want that to be me. Again, Chantal is all about coveting other people's stuff and other people's money. She covets. And her coveting leads to jealousy and envy. And then ultimately, afterwards, her wrath. She covets. She looks at what other people have and she says to herself, I wish that were my life, or I wish I had that. But yet she won't work for it. She won't use the things that she sees and the people that she sees as inspiration to make her determined to have that life. She could, but she doesn't. No, she's lazy. She would rather go to TikTok or go to a YouTube channel, see what other people are doing, and if they're doing really well, she covets. She pocket watches. Oh, they've got a lot of viewers. They've got a lot of subs. They're making a lot of money. I can't let that happen. I'm going to talk about them. I'm going to rage about them. I'm going to try to ruin their channels. I'm going to throw strikes at them. I'm going to throw dirt on them on my channel. She covets. Stop coveting, Chantal. It's not healthy. Be happy with what you have. and be less focused on what other people have.
Up and say crap about politics so they can just get content from reaction channels. Just ignore the bait for the LGBT. Yeah, I know. I always fall into it as well. Ugh. YouTube's annoying. Everything is annoying.
Then quit. Easy.
Like the meat's exposed and shiny and ugh. It looks sore. When you played Mario Kart, do Peach and Daisy need to wear hijabs? Hold on a second. So there's a lot of that's the thing with religion in a lot of ways.
So Tammy is scared, says, $1 million, bet you won't see Sala ever again. Well, I don't know if that's true, but there's a great chance you'll probably never see Sala again. That once she leaves and goes home to Canada, she might still talk about him, but he certainly won't be on live stream with her for quite a while. And I'm not wishing this upon Chantal, but I got a feeling that's going to be something that's going to make her spiral because she's already attached to Sala. She likes the attention that she gets being with Sala because he's a decent looking dude, and she's very clingy. And she's all about controlling the men around her. And if Sala's in another country, she can't control him at that point. She can't just drive to his house and say, knock on the door and say, hey, let me in. So it might very well be over for them.
Is it, you know, makes a lot of sense. The zakat, yeah. Sorry, I forgot the actual like term for it. So whenever you said that, it rung a bell. Yeah, it's like the fourth pillar, I think, or third pillar. It's almost as important as prayer. Yes, it is. Because like I guess I really don't not support. So you know what I mean. It's not an excuse, but I was really, really livid. Like seeing red and just wanted to say as many hurtful things as I could.
You know, there are different kinds of intelligence, and there is such a thing as emotional intelligence. You know, having a grasp on your emotions, understanding them. Foodie does not have emotional intelligence. She lets her emotions control her versus the other way around. And Foodie, you've been on YouTube for years. You should know by now. It's a big no-no to feel emotional, to get angry and turn on your camera. You'll always regret it. Always. Always. You should know better. That if you got something to say, wait until you calm down and then say it. Don't just go off and rage in a live stream or a video and then put it out there. And then 20 minutes later, you're like, oops, I said something I shouldn't have said. I got to delete it. You know, learn and apply what emotional intelligence is. That has to do with growing up in maturity and evolving as a person.
13 months, Tracy. I'm glad I caught alive. Me too, Tracy. I missed you. Ready, set, freebies. Hatch bees, yes.
Okay, you know what, guys? We're basically at 2 hours for this react, and there's not much left. So I think I'll end it here. And I would like to thank everybody for watching my react video. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. Hope you're all having a wonderful night. And I will talk at you guys later. Until the next react or the next video. Thank you very much and have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye-bye.